right, so here's a fighter that a lot of people have been talking about here during fight week, really just because of the nature of his skill set. I haven't seen much in terms of a glaring weakness on film. Your thoughts?
It doesn't seem like there is one. You know, when you're watching the film and you're critiquing him, there's not much to critique. When you're trying to break down where the weaknesses are, there aren't many. The guy can wrestle, he can grapple, he's got tremendous cardio, great top control, insane durability. He's got it all. He's one of the best mixed martial artists we have seen come on the scene for a long time. But he's got to continue to prove it if he wants to stay where he is right now in the UFC.
And perhaps his greatest asset, at least thus far, has been his instinctual nature in the octagon, right? Just knowing which skill to employ at the right time. And certainly he's got essentially every skill you would want in an MMA arsenal. Well, if you go to the great nation of Ecuador, it's not going to take you that long to come across a billboard of one Marlon Vera enters competition tonight only as the most decorated finisher in UFC bantamweight history.
Yeah, man, Vera is a different guy. And I was on the coaching staff opposed to him on the Ultimate Fighter Latin America. And you could not tell that he would be this, but through his hard work, his dedication, his commitment to getting better, he has made himself into one of the best bantamweights in the entire world. He's a big guy for the weight class. Let's see how he fares tonight.
It's amazing to think back to a time in his career when he was 1-2 in the UFC, fearful that he would be cut. And now he's one of the best bantamweights in the world, continuing his quest for a UFC world title. And now our tale of the tape for this lightweight fight. We go inside the octagon. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Kai! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Marlon Vera!
Herb Dean, third party in the octagon tonight. All right, so here we are in Las Vegas, Nevada, inside the T-Mobile Arena. This has really become the UFC's home base here in Vegas since 2016, and you competed on that inaugural night. UFC 200 was a big one.
I got to stand across the octagon from one of the greatest fighters of all time, Anderson Silva. But the roof was blown off at UFC 200. So many stars and legends competed on that night. I'm glad I was able to stand amongst them tonight. You get to make your mark on this great arena.
Marlon Vera gets caught by that straight punch. You got to do better than that defensively. Beautiful combination there. If you are teaching an up-and-coming fighter about throwing volume strikes effectively, you can do worse than watching the film on this guy.
It's a master class, John. It's a master class in mixing up the target, mixing up the strikes, and ending your combinations with the kick.
Straight right is there. Cheeto going. Oh!
Yeah, he's hurt really bad.
That's a big hook. Both guys throwing potential fight enders here in the early going. Under 3 minutes now to go in what has been a very fast-paced opening round here. Vera's knee to the body. That one was blocked.
Shots landing on both sides.
So pretty good recovery by the on that punch right there. His opponent's compromised, DC.
It's one thing to land a hard shot. It's another completely to land a perfect shot. And that was a perfect shot. And you hear the crowd react every time they come together. Looks like that one landed. Beautiful body kick.
Well, one got through. That kick was blocked. And just inches away from landing one of those big right hands. All right, so now we start to see some bruising appearing on the torso, and all of that courtesy of the body work of his opponent.
Just the wherewithal to go to the body and the discipline to stay with that approach. I mean, it's just tremendous. You see a fighter with a high fight IQ following a game plan, and it's working.
15 seconds remain in the round. Vera's bleeding from the mouth, Daniel. Looks as though there's a cut on his lip. Thankfully, he's a lot tougher than I am. All right, there's the horn indicating the end of the round. So the fighter now with a cut on his lip. That is something he's going to have to deal with. You see the cut man not wasting any time getting in there. We'll see if he can shut that thing and prevent it from being a factor for him moving forward. All right, so Jairzinho Rozenstruik versus Alistair Overeem, it is not. But let us look back at some of the replays from that round, because there's a cut on the lip now that he's got to deal with.
As long as I never got to see nothing like that again in my entire life, I'm okay calling fights. And this cut is not that. But it was the perfect shot that landed in the right spot that opened up that cut on the lip.
All right, so we will see if the cut man can do anything about that, and for the fighter, try to raise his guard and be more sound defensively in this next round. Do you believe it? This next round, a huge shot finds the target there.
Great shot lands. Now he's got to go find that follow-up attempt. The kill shot is what they call it, to go and end the fight.
Cheeto gets tattooed by that straight punch. Nice crack there. Vera's tough as it gets, but how about the size of that bruise starting to form on his right side?
Oh, he's got to try to finish here.
Oh!
Oh, he hurt again, bro.
Back to the feet.
What a nasty flying knee.
Well, I think I can smell the blood at this point in time. That canvas didn't look like that a few fights ago. Blood is flowing from that cut with every passing strike. Oh! Still plenty of time to go here, round two. Thunderous leg kick grounds his opponent, lifted a little bit, tried to stay upright, but man, that changed the complexion of this fight.
Johnny's hurt. He's hurt really badly by that one big leg kick.
Well, his corner was pretty urgent after round one. A little bit lackluster there in that opening round. He has certainly picked up the pace here, and as a result... Oh, a big left hand! Well, not sure if I should knock his fight IQ, but it seems like he's sort of playing around here. Feels like the finish is there for the taking.
Yeah, the finish is there. And he needs to take his time to try and find it. Don't rush. Be patient. And in that patience, you'll find the punch or kick that will put your opponent out.
Beautifully timed and placed kick there by Cheeto Vera.
Once you get take that many kicks, it doesn't matter if they're hard or not. Those are a lot of kicks.
Back to his feet. Oh, uppercut to the dome.
Another punch to the head.
So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots.
This is big. That's big.
Big right hand there. Final seconds. All right, round three coming up next. All right, so the round is over, and you see some obvious bleeding now. Looks like the cut is on the nose. Yes, it is. Cutman will try to get in there and shut it, but of course, as soon as he absorbs a strike this next round, that thing could reopen. Certainly bears watching here moving forward. All right, let's check out some of the action, DC, and how about the punching acumen by that fighter in that previous round?
He does not waste anything. He does not loop punches. Everything's tight. Everything's precise. He's a sniper. We always talk about how he's a sniper. He is a sniper, and it showed in that exchange that allowed him to drop his opponent.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Third round underway.
Beautiful hands on display. Another punch lands.
Gets back to his feet.
That's some power there.
Oh, a good lead right by Marlon Vera. He is going after that overhand right.
Nice. He's got to grab it. He's got to recover.
Look at her being the star.
Oh, my goodness.
What a fight. So what a moment in this man's career. A huge finish in front of a capacity crowd. After party's going to be on fire. How about it?
I mean, I'm just sitting here stunned because to watch a young athlete have a performance like this was really amazing. The finishing instincts, his ability to close the show, it was next level. It was amazing, John.
Let's get to the official decision. Here once more, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 20 seconds of the third round, declaring the winner by TKO, Kai!
Well, the celebration is on over there in the corner, and nothing subdued about it. They put a lot of time into this training camp and into this performance, and certainly their athlete delivered.
It was a result that they desired. They said, I don't care how this match ends, as long as I'm not standing there waiting on the judges. He got his